As the custodian of Zulu customs, King Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu revived a number of traditions when he assumed the throne. Among those were the Amahubo, which are songs at the center of the traditional, cultural, religious and political lives of the AmaZulu nation. To talk more about this, let me bring in our reporter Vusi Khumalo, standing by in Durban with a musician and cultural expert, Mbuso Khoza, to tell us more. Vusi, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Blaine, as well as to the viewers. Yes, indeed, Blaine, we are here in Durban. It's a very, very good morning. It's very, very sunny. And we are ready to render you an item or two. But that will not come from me. The group here called African Heritage Ensemble, led by the renowned Mbuso Khoza, will be leading that group. Yes, indeed, Blaine, as we have said, that Amahubo was one of the late King AmaZulu King's favorite pastime. He will listen to it from now and then. But the main person who has been in the forefront of also resuscitating this music genre sung by AmaZulu is Mr. Mbuso Khoza himself, who's leading the African Heritage Ensemble. Mr. Mbuso Khoza, just tell us about the significance, or rather, why this kind of music genre was so, the king was so fascinated by this, by Amahubo.
Amahubo are the prayers of the nation, and also are at the corners of who we are, because in the olden days, each time there is an occurrence, or there was an occurrence, they would compose a song specifically for that particular moment. And also they serve as the prayers of the nation, simply because of the messages over the years, tears of the nation, and also trials and tribulations like Sanjuana and other colonial battles. So Amahubo are at the center of who we are. And Isilo Samabandla onke King Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu kunzima ngisho ukumbiza, he used to smile each time you sing these songs.
Tell us when where were Amahubo sung, and they're still being sung even today?
Amahubo also ceremonial music. You find them at the Umkhosi Omhlanga, Umkhosi Wesivivane, Umkhosi Wokweshwama, and all other ceremonies of the royal household.
We are told that in the olden days, even the missionaries tried their best in order to discourage AmaZulu from singing Amahubo music genre. Was this music some kind of a threat?
Definitely, because as they were preparing to preparing for the Battle of Isanjwana, they used Amahubo to stir courage, and also Amahubo, they are able to connect us with our ancestors. This is why they are calling them the songs of the old. So when missionaries came here, they realized that these people, they believe in this music, and it is what gives them power, and it is somehow their religion, because we never went to any churches. So now they made sure that they introduce choral music and other genres to make sure that we forget about who we are. So that was more of a colonization of our tonality.
So why was this music so close to the late AmaZulu King?
It is because it carries a lot of histories that can be dated as far as 600th century up to the times of King Shaka, 1816. Because you remember that when King Shaka went to uKodongwana, abathethwa, he used some of the music that was used by the regiments of abathethwa, such as the other song ethi Hiyas nomlando omkhulu ulezonkomo. So Amahubo are very important to us.
As we were saying before, that this kind of music genre sung by AmaZulu were very, very close to the king's heart. He was also listening to it from now and then. But with us is also Mr. Mbuso Khoza, who's been in the forefront of also ensuring that he does restore it. And you also remember that the late king of AmaZulu, King Goodwill Zwelithini, he also fought tooth and nail in order to ensure that this kind of music is being resuscitated. Mr. Mbuso Khoza, just tell us why this kind of music was so close to the king's heart.
As we all know that during the Battle of Isandlana and other battles, Amahubo were at the forefront in terms of steering the carriage. But deeper than that, Amahubo serves as a scroll of the family, of the nation, simply because each time these songs are being composed, it's because of particular events. Even the formation of surnames, it is cemented by the singing of Amahubo. Even any ceremony that we have in this land are cemented by the singing of Amahubo, because Amahubo are also the prayers of the nation.
Okay, Mr. Mbuso Khoza is going to join the group now. Let me leave him to it. This is African Heritage Ensemble. They're going to render just 2 items for us.
Wow.
Yes.
Zokandaba winkosi yohla winkosi yohla uyamemeza okandaba winkosi yohla wazwe inkosi yohlinko waze wayisilo samabandla wawa inkosi yohlinko winkosi yamakhosi winkosi yohlinkosi wisilo samabandla waze wayinkosi yohlanga wena uyisilo samabandla waze wayinkosi yohlanga wena wendlovu ayethe bathi sonke nangomnyama omnyama komthashana bathi simbe bathi nasiyana bathi siyomqalo bathi sonke nango eshe somqalo walishisi somqalo eshe somqalo bathi sonke nango eshe athi eshe somqalo walishisi somqalo eshe somqalo walishisi zumamonga eshe bathi nasiya somqalo bandla siyabashaya kusasa asiyabashaya kusasa asithi kusasa na kusasa asithi kusasa na kusasa
wesidingi ngoyankulu indaba ezweni izinsizwa wosabashaya wosabathelo wesidingi ngoyankulu indaba ezweni izinsizwa wosabashaya wosabathelo wesidingi ngoyankulu indaba ezweni Sabashaya,
Shingayo, Tintingo Ashingai, Quanyone Simshope, Amango Baba, Wasugisa Bomu, Sasha, Makochu, Kochu. Ihubo, Lesilo, Isilo Zulu. Yangena ngoyisi, yangena kwanduna umkoko balele. Siyakhongo othi zinjojela balele emgwaqo yesabeka athi sashabaleni ebaleni zinsizwa enkulu ngeyohlangasi yangena athi sashabaleni ebaleni zinsizwa saze sangena kophefula yangena bavula sashabaleni ebaleni zinsizwa enkulu ngeyohlangasi yangena bathi inkani yezinsizwa siyakhangothi zinjojela bavula enkulu yaye sashabaleni ebaleni zinsizwa athi ngabani lentombi engasilozile yashithilozi ngenhlako muzi lentombi engasilozile ma ngenhlako muzi lentombi engasilozile ma ngenhlako muzi
This is a kind of music. This is a kind of music that was almost forgotten, but through the efforts of the late AmaZulu king and through this man, Mr. Mbuso Khoza, they ensured that this kind of music, Amahubo, is being restored. So this is African Heritage Ensemble led by Mbuso Khoza. So at the moment, we are saying that it's big up to the team, and also this is in commemoration of the king's death. As you know, that the king, passed on last Friday. Well, it's back to you in the studio for now.
Heritage at its very best. Vusi Khumalo, many thanks to Mbuso Khoza as well and the team behind him. Appreciate the reporting.